Uh, I'm also taking spironolactone for my testosterone blocker. So I'm actually happy that I'm getting the injections versus the pill because the injection seems to work a whole lot better than the pill. To me, that's how I feel. And for my spironolactone, I take 3 of these pills daily. So to keep my testosterone levels down. And apparently, my body is actually really accepting the change in hormones. Because normally, by from what I've seen with other trans women out there, they're saying that, oh, when you start on hormones, you're going to be more depressed and all of that, and you're going to end up having more mood swings, um, kind of a thing. Well, it's a good thing I am already seeing a therapist for depression. So what I'm taking for depression is fluoxetine, which of course is a generic, I guess, Prozac form. And so right now I'm taking the max dose of this. So I take like 4 pills a day of this medication. 4 pills. Because of the fact that um, I'm actually now diagnosed as severe um, depression. So now I take 4 pills. It started out when I started out taking the depression pills. It was like 2 pills a day, and then it got increased to 3 pills a day. But because of the fact that I am still feeling, well, before I went to the max of 4 pills, when I was on 3 pills, I was still feeling depressed, um, kind of a thing. It was basically on this from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, and 1 being, really good. But on a scale of 1 to 10, when I was just taking 3 pills a day, I was still, being depressed. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I was a 6. So yeah, granted, it being on 3 did help my depression quite a bit, but not as much as I wanted to. And so I take the max dose of 4, and I tell you what, now that I'm on 4, I am much happier. I am not moody. The only side effect that I'm feeling from being on hormones is I get hot flashes, kind of a thing. And yeah, granted, I do feel I there are times when I have been like a total B, but you know, oh well, kind of a thing, because that's normal, kind of a thing. So yeah, so I'm actually happy that I get my medication through the VA. That's why I had a backstep, is so that way I could let you guys know that how am I affording my medication? Well, I'm getting all my meds through the VA because I'm a veteran. So that's why. And being on the injections for being for estradiol, that's not cheap. I looked online, and man, for each vial, it's like $120. For the pills, it's like maybe 40, 50, possibly $60 on just doing the pill form. So that's why it's more expensive doing the injections. Because man, I tell you what, it's actually working really well. Um, I'm noticing that my skin is getting softer. My legs, before I was on estrogen and testosterone blocker, you know, when I was like shaving my legs, my underarms not so much. My underarms really got used to it because of the fact that I started shaving when I was a teenager. So my underarms got used to it, but my legs, oh my god, my legs were like so bloody sensitive. Um, like it was getting to the point at first when I started shaving that I could only like shave maybe once a month. And then it got to the point where I was able to shave at least twice a month, possibly. And then it got to the point where I was able to shave at least, ugh, no, still twice a month, kind of a thing. Now that I am actually on hormone therapy, oh my god, shaving my legs is so much better now. I don't get as, sensitive or get razor burn anymore on my legs. So I'm actually happy with that, especially, down there. I was getting like razor burn dramatically, like I was very sensitive right there. But now that I'm on hormones, it's like my body is getting so totally used to it. Yeah, I may have, um, razor burn at times on my bikini area, but that's kind of like normal for some girls. So, which means I would have to buy a product um, that can make sure that I don't get razor burn or razor bumps when I shave my bikini zone. So I need to find a product that would be able to do that. If you girls have any suggestions on the best product for my bikini zone, then please leave a comment below. I would so totally, appreciate that. Um, so I'm also noticing that my hair growth is not, um, on my legs, under my armpits, and you know, my belly, and yes, down there, is actually growing a lot slower than before I started, you know, being on hormone therapy. So I'm very happy that the hairs on my body is growing slowly. And so I'm actually going to talk with my my doctor or my nurse practitioner at the VA and seeing about if it would be okay if I could get like a hysterectomy done. So that way my body can totally stop making testosterone. And so that way I can just, have one medication that I could just take on a weekly weekly basis, and that's my estradiol. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of taking my spironolactone, because if I could get rid of that, then that would be so totally awesome. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about my body producing testosterone, and you know, that would be awesome. So I would only have to take my estradiol for the rest of my life, kind of a thing. So that's what I'm going to talk with my doctor or uh, my nurse practitioner about, on getting rid of them down there. Um, so yes, I don't even like saying those two words for down there for right now. I don't like using them. So that's why I'm just going to say down there, kind of a thing. So I'll be happy to get rid of them, so that way I could stop producing testosterone and get rid of one medication, because I'm taking so many medications, it's unbelievable. Um, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if it's going to be okay and authorized to do so. I mean, right now I'm pretty much sterile, so it's not like I could ever have another child ever again. Um, I okay, to be quite honest, I did think about freezing um that. Okay, three words that I don't like to say. I was thinking about freezing that, um just in case I wanted to have kids later on, and I was like, mm, I'm getting old. I'm like 40 right now, so I'm like, I don't want to go through, with newborn diapers, formulas, baby food, or anything of the sort, because it's been 9 years since my daughter was born. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to go through all of that again. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm better off not having any more kids. And so right now I'm sterile. I got my test results, my blood test results back, um, from my endocrinologist. And I tell you what, my doctor, he's really good. I like him. Um, yeah, I wanted a female endocrinologist, but he's actually really good. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he's being very respectful with me. He's not touching me inappropriately. So that's you know that's why I like him, because he's not touching me inappropriately. So that's why I like him. Um, and he's not asking me to take off my top just to see how my breasts are coming in, kind of a thing. That's not his department. Anyway, his department is just, making sure that I get my estrogen and testosterone blockers. That's what he's there for. So I'm actually happy. Now, in regards to my main doctor, my primary care doctor that's in the VA, if he wanted Yes, it's a he. Mm, that's another story that I would have to let you know on why I don't like my doctor. Um, and which, of course, I'll probably end up, saying something about it um, here shortly. But right now, that's another story. But anyway, I'm pretty sure if, because he's my primary care doctor, he actually has the right to, you know, look over my body, kind of a thing. He's gonna end up seeing me being half half naked at times, so it's like I might as well get used to having a guy take a look at me. But I prefer. I'm hoping. Well, once again, that's another story that will come out for the next video on the reason why I don't like my doctor. But anyway, uh, but yeah, pretty much that's what will actually happen. Is my primary care doctor? It would be the only one that gets to see me, you know, with my boobs out, kind of a thing. So yes, being on the injections is actually far better than being on the pill. Only because of the fact that, yes, I love the fact that my skin is getting softer. My hair growth is, not growing as fast. Um, Also, I'm starting to get my own boobs coming in. So that's why I'm, you know, giving you a side view of me so that way you could see that I'm actually being honest, that I'm already getting, you know, my boobs coming in. Um, and so pretty soon I gotta start wearing like bralettes, or I'm trying to find bras without wires, the underwire in them. So that way it gives me kind of some support I'm as my boobs are growing. Um, so yeah, I'll pretty much update you on how that's going, and pretty much update you to let you know that I did get a full hysterectomy done, kind of a thing, as well. I'm just really hoping that I can get rid of them so that way I can pretty much producing um, stop producing testosterone. Because if I could stop producing testosterone, would be so awesome. But anyway, uh, but yeah, I will definitely keep you keep you you know keep everyone updated on this YouTube channel. Oh, also, yeah, this is, even though that you've looked at my channel and you've seen other videos that has been put up, like pretty much of my daughter um, during the holidays, and you know, testing out my, at the time, those were my new phones, like the uh, I did a video for the S8 Plus. I did a video for the S9 Plus. Um, I need to make a video testing out on my S10 Plus. And okay, just to let you guys know that there will be some times on my YouTube channel where I will talk more, a little, talk some about technology that's coming out, like cell phones, laptops, computers, whatever the case may be, because I'm actually into stuff like that, and one day I'm hoping to um, build a computer if I ever get any money. Right now I'm unemployed. Another reason why well, there's a reason why I'm unemployed. It has to do with the fact that um, I did have a job before I started transitioning, like 8 years ago. I did have a job, but I was let go of my job for, you know, because of the fact that I live here in Missouri. It's a at will state, so they can fire you at will if they wanted to. So, they fired. Okay, so yes, they let me go because they fired me. Because of the fact that, okay, I'm going to say what my job was. I was working for Aegis Communication. And basically, it's I wouldn't say a telemarketer kind of job, because that's not our job description. We're not a telemarketer organization. But let's say that um, if anybody out there ever had an account with Experian for their, credit monitoring, or just to see what their credit's like, um, just so that way they can feel good about themselves for their next purchase, like a car or a house or any major purchases that requires them for a credit check. So so what people have done is, when they download the app onto their phone just to check their credit, yeah, it requires for the person to put in a credit card, where or a debit card kind of a thing, because of the fact that it states there that we have to pull out $1 and we'll put that dollar back, because after the trial period you will be charged for, for our services, kind of a thing. And so what my job was to do was, pretty much let you know that it's a good idea to keep the app going on your phone, so that way we can monitor your credit, uh, so that way we can send you notifications if anything pops up on your credit, kind of a thing. So my job was to do retention, not selling a product, but retaining the customer. Like, basically let them know that, hey, it's not a you're, by checking on your credit score is not actually hurting your credit, because it's because of the fact that you're doing it yourself personally, so it's not going to hurt your credit, kind of a thing. And so that way you keep it going, so that way you can have credit monitoring 24/7, kind of a thing, just like how LifeLock does for people, just monitor their credit, kind of a thing. So that's what my job was entailed, was to retain the customer, kind of a thing. And so one day I decided, come on, I over tried to retain a customer, and my job was like, nope, can't do that, that, so we gotta let you go. So at the time, um, I had a job and I purchased a used vehicle while I was while working, and because of the fact that I lost my job, I then lost my car. And I really picked a good one too from a used car lot. I'm like, oh my god, this is like really awesome, kind of thing. I was like so bummed to losing that car. It was actually a minivan. It was a Mazda MPV silver minivan, but this minivan was like pretty much the only wrong thing on it was the CD player didn't work. That was really bumming me out. So luckily it's had the auxiliary port to it, so I was able to connect my cell phone at the time to that auxiliary port, so that way I can listen to music that I like instead of listening to the regular radio station. So I was actually happy that it still had that. No, wait. Uh, Actually, it was a tape deck that was in there. Yeah, I remember. It was a tape deck CD combo kind of a thing. It had a tape deck in there, so I was able to put that uh, one of those tape deck to. Well, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm trying to get at. Where you put the tape deck in, and if it's connected to like a CD player, Walkman, or even your cell phone, that you would have the ability to still listen to the music that you like, kind of a thing. Also, I think this my van was had the full entertainment package because we actually oh excuse me, we actually had a a TV screen on the roof, and it was connected to a VCR. So I guess at the time that was their entertainment package because um, my daughter was able to watch videos in the van at the time. So that was like really awesome. Um, because of the fact that I did research in regards to